Have you ever noticed how some people leave you exhausted? Not because they shouted, but because of how they made you feel? Some people don't need to raise their voice to be toxic. They steal your peace in subtle ways. With a look, a question, or a perfectly timed silence. And the danger isn't what they do, it's what you tolerate. I remember having a friend like that. A person who never said anything directly cruel. But every conversation felt like walking on thin ice. It wasn't obvious, but over time, my peace eroded, little by little. Today, let's talk about how Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca dealt with toxic people, and how you can reclaim your peace, one boundary at a time. The first sign of a toxic person is simple. They disturb your inner peace. After every conversation, you don't feel lighter. You feel drained, anxious, or quietly angry without knowing why. It's not random, it's designed. Some people thrive on being the center of your emotional storm. They want you restless because restless people are easier to control. The second, sin. They manipulate through guilt, not aggression. They make you feel bad for choosing yourself. They act hurt when you set boundaries. They say things like, "I guess you've changed," or "You never have time for me anymore," making your growth feel like betrayal. But protecting your peace is not selfish. It's survival. And the third sign, they test your limits in small ways first. A teasing insult disguised as a joke. A favor they never asked for, but expect. A backhanded compliment like, "Wow, you actually look good today." And if you let these things slide, push further. Because what you tolerate once becomes permission the next time. I've seen it happen to friends, and if we're honest, we've all let it happen to ourselves. So, how did the Stoics deal with people like this? Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it." That's the first rule. Toxic people feed on your reactions. If you get angry, they feel powerful. If you explain yourself, they feel in control. But when you stay calm, when you stay silent, they lose their grip. Silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. Marcus Aurelius left us a powerful reminder. If it's not right, don't do it. If it's not true, don't say it. And I'd add, if it's not peaceful, don't keep it. If a relationship, no matter how long you've known, starts stealing your calm, it's your duty to step back. Marcus, as emperor, was surrounded by schemers, liars, and opportunists. But in his journal, Meditations, he constantly reminded himself to stay calm, to expect people to be flawed, and to never let their poison disturb his soul. Seneca's advice was even simpler. Associate with those who will make you better, not richer, not more popular, better. If someone drains you, makes you question your worth, or disturbs your clarity, they're not making you better. And the bravest thing isn't confronting them, it's quietly walking away. Because sometimes, the most powerful message is your absence. So how do we live this out in a world filled with subtle toxicity? First, choose silence. When someone tests your peace, pause. Don't explain, don't react, smile, and walk away. I've tried this, and I promise it's unnerving for them. People expect you to defend, to fight back, to justify. When you don't, you reclaim your power. Second, set clear boundaries. Say no when it's needed, and you don't need to feel guilty about it. You don't owe everyone access to your energy, your time, your mind, your peace. They are yours. Protect them like you would a sacred space. And third, protect your peace as if your life depends on it. Because in many ways, it does. Once you realize how much energy you waste defending yourself to people who refuse to understand you, you'll stop and life gets beautifully quiet. I promise you, peace is addictive. At the end of the day, protecting your peace is your duty. Toxic people don't deserve your anger, your explanation, or your energy. Stay calm, stay steady, stay stoic. If you found this helpful, check the pinned comment. I've linked a few videos that'll help you reclaim your calm, protect your boundaries, and practice stoic wisdom in your daily life. And if you haven't yet, subscribe, because peace is not something you stumble upon. It's a skill you build, and you never have to build it alone.